He's thought to be a British citizen of Nigerian descent. Now, just to clarify, his identity hasn't been formally released yet, but he and the other suspect are both thought to have converted to a radical form of Islam. And so far, they're not thought to have any links to any large terrorist cells, such as Al-Qaeda or any terrorist organizations in Nigeria. Now, there have been a number of reports suggesting that these two individuals may have been on the radar of the intelligence services, but that hasn't been confirmed yet. David Cameron was just speaking outside Downing Street about what took place, and he's acknowledged these reports, but he hasn't been able to confirm or deny this because of the investigation still underway. Now, Scotland Yard has confirmed that the man killed yesterday was a 20-year-old serving British army officer, soldier, and security experts have said that they're concerned that this type of brutal attack carried out in broad daylight, seemingly by homegrown, self-radicalized individuals, is something that they're very concerned about and something that they've been worried about taking place for quite a long time now. It's not yet clear, but many reports suggesting that these could have been lone wolves carrying out this attack. Not linked to any sort of terrorist organization. And if that is the case, then that presents a whole new set of problems for British intelligence, because it's not clear how they were self-radicalized, whether they were viewing content on websites, so how were they allowed to view that, how this was allowed to take place if this was in fact an act of homegrown terrorism. And all these questions are still up in the air. The police investigation, as I said, still underway, but it has a lot of similarities with the attack that took place just over a month ago in Boston, the Boston Marathon bombings that were carried out by the Tsarnaev brothers. Also two lone wolves, from what we know so far, acting individually, not linked to any large terrorist organization. This wasn't a sophisticated plot like the July 7/7 bombings with suicide bombers. This presents a whole new set of problems for the British intelligence.
Sure, and how are the police coping with the aftermath of what happened there?
Well, as I said, David Cameron recently spoke outside Downing Street saying that the British public must pull together in the face of terrorism, and this will only make the public stronger. He said that the only way to deal with this sort of terrorist action is to go about your daily lives as you would normally. However, we do know that security has been heightened, especially around army barracks around London, because we do know that this was a soldier that was killed, so it seems to have been a targeted attack. And at the same time, David Cameron couldn't say much about the ongoing police investigation, but there have been reports that two houses allegedly belonging to the relatives of one of these suspects of Michael Adebolajo have been raided, one in London and one in Lincolnshire. So we do know that that investigation is underway, and the police are working very hard to try and establish if these were people that recently converted to this radical form of Islam. Then how did they convert? Who did they know? Who were they talking to? And who may have helped them? So the police investigation definitely underway, and a lot of work still going on and details yet to be released.
All right, Paulie, many thanks indeed for bringing us up to date. And RT's Paulie Boyko live from London.